Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jeevanam Kavi Bhidiritam Kalma Shapaham Shravana Mangalam Shri Madatatam Bhuvi Gnanti Bhurida Janaha. Let us resume our discussion with the spiritual discourses, dialogue between Sri Ramakrishna and the recorder of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Mahendranath Gupta. At the advent of Sri Ramakrishna, the incarnation of God, a new era of spiritual renaissance has been introduced. God becomes man so that man may become God. What is the difference between God and the human beings? There is only one difference. We are under the spell of Maya, and God is above Maya. ईश्वर को मायाधीश कहलाता है, जबकि सारी दुनिया मायाधीन है। माया किसको कहलाता है? अज्ञान। Ignorance. What is this ignorance? Thakur is telling, Kamini Kanchuni Maya, attraction for lust and wealth. Now, why we call it an ignorance? Because there is no harm in getting attracted to lust and wealth, because it gives us some joy. आनंद मिलता है, एवं आनंद मिलना ही हमारा जीवन का लक्ष्य है. We are all after joy, bliss, आनंद. That's our birthright. So wherever bliss is available, we seek from there. Why is it an ignorance? Is it a positive approach of life? Rather, the people say that those who are unable to enjoy the world, they deny the world. If you are able to have an access to lust and wealth, why not? Why is it ignorance and why it should be denounced? ये समझना पड़ेगा. This delusion has been created by no other than God Himself. God has created this delusion, and that's why we are bewildered. There is no harm in seeking joy from wherever we are. But we should not be cheated. That is a warning given. Swami Vivekananda says, Maya is a great cheat. हमें धोखा में फेंक देते हैं. What is this cheating? It offers something very lucrative, and on receipt we find it is not that what was promised. We are befooled. We all think that we are intelligent people. It is true. We are not fools, a bunch of fools here. But unfortunately, we get defeated by the trick of no other than God Himself. Because God Himself tells in the Bhagavad Gita, Daivi Hyesha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. This Maya, which is befooling us, it is alaukik, mystic, and it is almost unsurmountable. दुरतिक्रम में है, अनतिक्रम में नहीं. It can be surmounted, but it is not easy. First let us see the job at hand. We are all intelligent beings, but we should use our intelligence not only for the work, for the world outside, but for us also. We are very miserly to use our intelligence for ourselves. We use the intelligence for others, but we should try to use it for us also. Not at the cost of others, but not at the cost of ourselves either. So when we are trying to get this joy, happiness, now we have to understand what is the definition of Anand. That I have already told you. Anand किसको कहलाता है? Anand must have three dimensions. जो वही भूमा तत्सुखम नाल्पे सुखम अस्ति. The Upanishads declared three dimensions, three qualifications, three definitions of God. आनंद उसको कहलाएगा जो असीमित है. If you are given some joy and then it is stopped, it is taken away, you can understand the frustration we have. We are enjoying a cup of ice cream. It was not there, it is given to us, we are enjoying. If suddenly someone snatches it away from us, how will you feel? But that is the condition of joy available in this world. It ends abruptly. That is one point. Secondly, it must not be followed by misery. If you take your fill to your brim and then if you suffer, then that is not desirable. That is not the Anand you wanted. It must not have any adverse reaction. It should be joy and joy only. But in all physical pleasures, it is necessarily followed by suffering. And thirdly, this joy should be continuous, nirantar, not intermittent. But any pleasure we get in this world is necessarily ending after some time. Because our instruments of enjoyment, this body, has a limitation. Body cannot stay awake for long. It must be given a break. And when the Anand is disconnected. So this is not the type of joy we were asking for, but that's what was offered to us with a nice package. This is Maya. This is delusion. And God has created us in such a way that we do not see the real joy behind this fake offer. So what is the catch? How to make it the right thing? The statement of fact is given by God Himself. He does not make any hide and seek. He says, look, this world is giving you some joy, and which is not what will satisfy you forever, but you are designed to be befooled. But He gives a catch. Devi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratta Mam Evaja Prapadyante Maya Metam Tarantite. However, those who take refuge in me, I will show him the way out. Me means who? Avatar, incarnation of God. Here in Bhagavan Krishna is saying, same Bhagavan Krishna is appearing over and over again, depending on the requirement of the age. In the present age, the same God has appeared as Sri Ramakrishna. So that is why we should stick to the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, which is most relevant for us in this present time. Why should we study this gospel of Sri Ramakrishna? There are plenty of books around. Why should we waste our time in this? Because here is the secret of solution embedded. Because it is being given by the person who has created this dilemma. This peculiar, bewildering scene, this design, has been created by God Himself. So we must come to Him to find the solution. And He comes again and again in this world to show us the way. Whoever approaches Him, He doesn't force anybody. He does not come to this world to end the creation. Those who are fooling around, let them do it. There is no restriction. But why should we? Having total intelligence, none of us present here is a fool, is a dullard. Why should he not utilize our intelligence for our own self, for our own interest? So we have to understand what is the way out. Way out is to be in touch with the incarnation of God. In the present case, Sri Ramakrishna. He is inviting again and again every incarnation of God. He is given an open clarion call. It is not that He has closed His door, but it is for us to hear the call and respond. The same clarion call is being given from time immemorial. Jesus the Christ, another incarnation of God, says, the famous statement of Bible, "Come, all ye that are heavily laden, come unto me, I shall give you rest." He is inviting, मेरे पास आ जाओ. ये ईसा मसीह की वाणी है. वो जानते हैं हम लोग कितने परेशान हैं. Those who are heavily laden, पूरा संसार का बोझ लेके चलते हैं, आसान नहीं है. He is sympathetic. He is trying to help us. Come unto me and I shall give you rest. तो भगवान पास जाने से फायदा क्या है? We have to understand what is the benefit of coming near God. That is being in touch with the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, being in touch with the sayings and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna. So our discussion today is hinged on this particular point. What is the benefit of being acquainted with the ideas and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna? Here I go with an example, real life example. We know M is the recorder of this gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. He was not an ordinary man. He was brought to the world to record the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna verbatim. In those days there was no recording system, no audio recording or video recording. So people who were given special power to see and reproduce. In the Bhagavad Gita, we know that Sanjay was given that miraculous power to make a living commentary of what was going on. Sitting in Hastinapur, and the fighting was going on Kurukshetra, you know, geography. It's a long distance in Haryana. Sitting there in the Rajprasad beside Dhritarashtra, he is narrating by the divine vision what is going on in Kurukshetra, and that narration, that commentary is the Bhagavad Gita. Here also, M is the recorder of the gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is asking, what have you learned? Tell me. And he is making correction, so that he knows this will be propagated in the later years. So M used to come back home, lest he forgets, he used to write down in that night itself, whatever be the night, late night he will write down, lest he forgets. He was very, very meticulous. So here he says the great interaction he had with Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar. He was a great intellectual in those days. He was not only the physician, homeopathic physician of Sri Ramakrishna, who was suffering from cancer at that time, but he was a great scientific scholar also. A great scientific reasoning mind. He was not a devotee, as people think. He was very critical. He didn't believe that Sri Ramakrishna was an incarnation of God. He says that I will believe whatever I see and verify. I see that you are a simple good person, that's all. But you are being misled by a bunch of devotees, fools, who is telling that you are a God. I don't accept it. Sri Ramakrishna never denied. He never said, no, I am a God. He never says. He says, accept me as per your understanding. Same person who was a great critic of Sri Ramakrishna, he is narrating the experience of his life due to his company of Sri Ramakrishna, which is interesting for you and me. M has told Mahendralal Sarkar, I quote, Sri Ramakrishna asking, did you talk about anything else? Now what is the anything else? That is connected to our previous day's topic. we already discussed. What was the topic that time? That we must prioritize our goal of life. That we have already discussed in the last couple of classes. There are many things to achieve in this world. Doing good work, having scholastic understanding, earning money, having power and position, enjoying the world, these are all accepted. But there is the primary goal of this life is to see God. We are all eligible to see God. And what is the benefit of seeing God? We get the maximum joy. We get joy towards satiation. No joy in this world can satiate us forever. कोई आनंद हमें संतुष्ट नहीं दे सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये लिमिटेड है, सीमित है. पर ईश्वर का आनंद असीमित है. वो प्राप्त करने की जीवन का लक्ष्य है, वो मुख्य लक्ष्य है, प्राइमरी गोल ऑफ लाइफ. वॉट एवर यू डू, every night before going to bed, we must ask ourselves, have I been able to achieve for what I have got this human life? If not, let me try tomorrow, sincerely. How will you get? That is a different thing. But we must evaluate every day. Where have you been? Do not become compromised. हम लोग राजी हो जाते हैं, कुछ पैसा मिल गया, कुछ पदोन्नति हो गया, कुछ मिल गया, बस खुश. राजी मत होइए. Accept whatever you get, but stick to your goal. Swami Vivekananda says, stop not till the goal is reached. Don't stop your journey. Have that hankering. That is the fuel of your life. That will take you forward. But if you get compromised, the life ends there. Do not underestimate. Let us not underestimate ourselves. हमसे होगा नहीं. क्यों नहीं होगा? ये जिंदगी मिला है, ये मनुष्य जीवन मिला है भगवान को दर्शन करने के लिए, इस आंखों से, not by hallucination or dream or some imagination. I have told you repeated times, this is the questions Naren asked Sri Ramakrishna. Have you seen God? He said, yes, I have seen God as I see you. More intensely than I see you. Not only direct, more direct. That I have already explained. What is this more direct? Because that experience is in the super conscious state. अति चेतन अवस्था में भगवान दर्शन होता है. Whatever it be. And then he adds something else. Not only I have seen you, I can show you also. You are surprised. Here is a man who challenges. He says, I have seen and I can show you also. So he agreed. He wanted to follow him and he saw God. He endorsed, yes, I have seen God. Face to face, like a living human being. I have seen the holy, the mother of the universe. And that's why they are inviting us also. So first this goal orientation is necessary, and that should be on priority. Let us not think that I will have it when I get retired, superannuated state. No. We cannot waste my life. Every day that we see, there is no guarantee that we live tomorrow. So we must fix our goal and stop not till the goal is reached. This is the one thing. That was the discussion before. Now she is asking, was there any other topic discussed? Now M comes here. Yes, I told him that many of those who come to you have conquered lust. It's another topic is starting. और भी कोई बात हुई? जी हाँ, आपके पास जो लोग आते हैं उनमें बहुतों ने काम को जीत लिया. ये बात हुई. Now this is a very great statement. You have to understand what is the significance, importance of this statement. Many of the people who come to Sri Ramakrishna, have acknowledged that they have been able to conquer lust. Now, what is the conquering lust? We all know that every human being has certain natural propensities. Lust is one of them. Lust is kama, passion. Our desire to satisfy our sense organs. That is natural with every human being, with every creature. And that is standing in the way between us and God. God has created this lust within us so that we can stay away from God. Arjuna asked this question in the Bhagavad Gita, that we are all intelligent beings, we know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Knowing everything, why should we make a mistake? Why do we do sinful acts? We know what is sin, what is vice. What is vice, what is virtue. जानबूझ करके हम गलती क्यों करते हैं? Bhagavan says, the question was, अतकीन प्रयुक्तयं पापम चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्ण्य बलादीप नियोजतः. Please tell me that we are as if forced to do wrong things in our life, as if by force. Who is this culprit? Who is taking us away from our goal? We want to stick to our goal, but we are dissuaded. Who is this culprit in our life? Bhagavan says, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava mahashana mahapapma viddhena iya bairinam. The enemy is lying not outside, is within you, and that is lust. So lust is the enemy of our life. We must understand, and that is kama, and that is maya, which was told by Sri Krishna that ye mama maya durattaya. Why? It is gunamayi. That word was gunamayi. We are all constituted of 3 gunas. We know our physical constitution. We have got 206 pieces of bone, so many liters of blood, vital organs. But behind this physical form, we have a subtle form, subtle body, our mind, which is responsible for what we are and what we are going to be. We have to learn about our mind and learn the technique, how to control the mind. And what is the constituent of the mind? What is this mind? It is 3 gunatmika. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. These 3 gunas. The qualities, tranquility, dynamism, inertia. Now out of these, the Raja, dynamism, is composed of this lust. यहाँ पता है रजोगुण समुद्भव, हमारा मन त्रिगुणात्मिका है, उसमें एक गुण है रजोगुण, सत्व रजस तमस. रजोगुण से ही काम उत्पन्न होता है. काम इज नॉट जनरेटेड आउटसाइड, इज बिल्ट इन आवर सिस्टम, and that is our enemy. Now he has a brother also. The sister has a brother, that is krodha, anger. These are the 2 major defaulters of our character, lust and wrath, anger. Now, anger is not something different from lust. काम प्रतिहत होने से क्रोध में रूपांतरित हो जाता. 2 sides of the same coin. When the passion is restricted, it gives rise to krodha. That's why it says, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava mahashana mahapapma. Mahashana is like fire. It can never be quenched. फायर में जितना ही फ्यूल डालोगे फायर कभी बुझेगा नहीं. फायर को बुझाना चाहिए. The काम has to be quenched. Calm is like a fire. You have to extinguish the fire. But if you go on pouring fuel, will fire be ever extinguished, to go on burning forever. That is the condition of our life. Mahashano, like a fire, Mahapapma. It is very, very dangerous. Vidhi enam bairinam. Know it is your born enemy. ये भीतर में बैठे हैं. Now, if Bhagavan has created us with this inborn enemy, how to tackle it? Now you see, here the solution. Those who come to you, they are able to conquer lust automatically. Is it not a great benefit? That enemy which is embedded in you, Bhagavan is making a concession that will be controlled if we keep in touch with the divine. That's what narrated by M. Many people have said. Now go to the next sentence. Thereupon the doctor replied, I too have conquered lust. Doctor then, he is not a devotee. He is a critic of Sri Ramakrishna, but he could not deny the effect. But by the sheer company of Sri Ramakrishna, he has been able to conquer lust without any effort. He did not do any tapasya or great penance or making a pilgrimage. By sheer thinking of Sri Ramakrishna, following his message, he endorses that I too have been able to conquer the lust. Now, when you conquer the lust, what happens? You have reached the goal. Because the lust is standing in between you and God. If you have power to conquer lust, then there is nothing to stop you to have the vision which is the goal of our life. So the goal of our life can be achieved by controlling the lust which is effected by a company of Sri Ramakrishna. Now see the benefit of studying this book. It takes you directly, without your effort, to the goal where you want to go. So that's why study of this book is so important in our life. It's not a waste of time. Whatever we are doing, let us do, but augment this in our life to make our life blessed here and now. तो यहाँ पर जो डॉक्टर ने बोला है, डॉक्टर ने कहा मेरा भी काम भाव दूर हो गया है, इतना समझ लेना. He is confessing, doctor, not only others, I am telling you, I am sharing my experience. I have been able to conquer lust. ये बहुत बड़ा बात है. आप लोग जानते हैं, you are a young man, you know how much strong urge you have for your satisfaction of sense organs, which is natural. It has been told is natural, is nothing unnatural. ये होना ही चाहिए, स्वाभाविक. और इसको हटाना एक रूप असंभव है. लेकिन मामी बजे प्रबद्धन्ते माया में तम तरन्ते. भगवान is giving a छूट, a concession. If by chance you come to me, I will enable you to conquer the lust. Come to me, I will give you rest. The same call is continuing. Jesus said, मेरे पास आने से होगा. आ जाओ मेरे पास. मेरे पास आने के मतलब you be acquainted with my message. हमारा जीवन वाणी को अनुध्यान करो, चिंतन करो, उससे तुम्हारा मन काम से दूर हो जाएगा. Now he goes further. He says, Master has said, you are a great man. It is no wonder that you have conquered lust. This Dr. Sarkar was not an ordinary man. I told you, he was awarded a great prize of the day. He was a great intellectual and almost the founder of the modern homeopathy system. Now he is a great man. So for such a talented person, it is no wonder that he'll be able to grasp the message of Sri Ramakrishna so quickly. But here, what he is saying, We are not as great as him, but what happens to him, that is being told. It is no wonder that you have conquered lust, but the amazing thing is that under his influence, even insignificant creatures have conquered lust. ये बात है, ये समझने की, सोचने की बात है. मैंने कहा आप तो बड़े आदमी हैं, आपने काम को जीत लिया तो कोई आश्चर्य की बात नहीं है. क्षुद्र प्राणियों में भी उनके पास रहकर इंद्रियों को जीतने की शक्ति आ रही है. यही आश्चर्य है. दिस इज द वंडर. दिस इज द वंडर दैट हैज बीन नरेटेड हियर. Now, you have to understand how impossible, how difficult it is to control this passion within us. It's not that people do not try. Those who want to realize God, this is the first attempt to get rid of their lust. Now, there is natural propensity with us, that lust. Lust will be fructified whenever the sense organs get in contact with sense objects. You may have lust, but if you are away from the objects of sense organs, then the lust will not be any effective to you. आपको खाने का बहुत इच्छा है, अगर खाना आपको ना मिले तो उसमें कोई हानि नहीं होगा. So there has been an attempt to get away from the society, go to caves, go to mountains, go to jungles and call on God. That has been the time, from time immemorial. Thousands of years we know, साधु संत संसार छोड़ के चले गए, वन में गया, जंगल में गया, पहाड़ में गया और धन भजन कर रहे हैं. क्यों? कारण समाज में रहने से उनका जो भीतर में काम शक्ति है वो उनको मन को विभ्रमित करेगा, मन को विषय पर आकृष्ट करेगा. तो झमेला ही खत्म करे, यहाँ से चले जाए. पर वहाँ पर जाकर समाधान नहीं मिलेगा. भगवान कहते हैं, 2nd chapter of भगवद गीता, verse 59, 259, विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः. जो निराहारी है, those who have abstained themselves from, जो फास्टिंग करते हैं, उपवास करते हैं, भोजन नहीं लेंगे, तो भोजन के साथ हमारा जो जीवा का जो अट्रैक्शन है वो नहीं होगा. आई डिस्कनेक्ट. माई टंग वांट्स टू टेस्ट गुड फूड, आई विल रिफ्रेन फ्रॉम टेकिंग फूड. हम उपवास करेंगे. समाधान नहीं है. क्यों? विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः. यू मे बी फास्टिंग फूड, but your mind will hover over the enjoyment of tasting food. Can you stop it? Your mind is within. You are away from sense organs, but your mind will think of sense organs. Wherever you go. You can go to Giri, wherever you go, but you cannot leave behind your mind. Mind will still have that hankering for the sense enjoyment. Can you stop it? विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः. होगा नहीं. Then how it can be done? रसो वर्जम रसप्यस्य परम दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. He gives a solution. If by chance you can see God, then the matter is over. You don't have to go anywhere else. Be wherever you are, but try to be in touch with the divine. And भगवान को मिलने के लिए आप कहीं भागना नहीं. भगवान आपके दरवाजे पर उपस्थित होते हैं. It takes the human birth that comes near you, as he has come now as form of Sri Ramakrishna. Just be attached with his thoughts and ideas. Then gradually your hankering for sense organs will disappear. You will be surprised. He says, आश्चर्य की बात है. It's a miracle that without any effort the person see the amount of penance people are doing. They are spending their lives together in fountains and this and that, but with no effect, because their mind is still hovers. होगा नहीं. कैसे होगा? परम दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. There what happens? Rasobhajam rasap. He gets distaste for these worldly affairs and he has got no hankering. Why? How has he conquered? Because the experience of God surpasses all the cumulative offer of sense pleasures. जम लौधवा चापरम लाभम मन्नति नदिकम तथा. भगवान का आनंद इतने गहन है, इतने विशाल है, उसमें इस जागतिक आनंद तुच्छ हो जाता है. इसे भगवान को मुख दर्शन करने से रामबा तिलोत्तमा को तुच्छ हो जाता है. बिकॉज वी गेट मच ग्रेटर क्वांटम ऑफ जॉय इन गॉड. अनलिमिटेड joy we get, incessant joy and get, that uninterrupted joy we get, unmixed joy we get, there is no sorrow. That state we get by being in touch with the divine, and that's how we are no more swayed away by any amount of sensual pleasures anymore. Because we got something more enduring, more satiating. अगर ईश्वर को दर्शन एक बार मिले तो सब कुछ शांत हो जाता है, क्योंकि वैसी गंभीर, वैसी एकांत आनंद और कहीं से मिलना संभव नहीं है. इसके लिए भगवान कहते हैं दिस इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ सीइंग गॉड एंड बीइंग इन टच विद द डिवाइन, बाय व्हिच नो वंडर दैट exalted person like Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar has been able to conquer lust. Ordinary creatures, ordinary beings, those who do not have any talent, सामान्य व्यक्ति, वो भी भगवान को स्पर्श करके वो मुक्त हो जा रहा है. काम से उनका जो दूरी हो जाता है, काम से उनका जो डिस्टेस्ट आ जाता है ऑटोमेटिक, बिकॉज यू गेट समथिंग मोर. So Sri Ramakrishna says, when you get nectar, do not run after the jaggery. मिश्री पाने से और गुड़ के प्रति कोई नहीं जाएगा. You got a higher dimension of joy. So that's why Jadishan used to say that develop a higher taste of joy. Do not think the joy which is offered by this world, by the satisfaction of the sense organs, is the maximum. There cannot be anything more. No, this is not joy. ये एक बिफुलरी के बात है, चीटिंग है. जॉय उसी को कह लेंगे, आनंद उसी को कह लेंगे जो अनंत है, असीमित है, निरंतर है. वो एकदम भगवान के साथ ही मिल सकता है. That's why he said there is a goal of life, and it is achievable goal, achievable target, provided we believe in it. You must have that self-confidence, self-respect. Yes, I am born and that is my goal. I will not stop till the goal is reached. डटे रहिए, and you must get it. It is your birthright. It is your birthright to get that joy, because we are all children of God. But there is one catch. Bhagavan says, is the word of Jesus the Christ, ask and it shall be given you. मांगना पड़ेगा. Seek and you shall find it. Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. You have to continuously ask. Do not stop. हमें मिलना चाहिए. And it shall be given to you. भगवान हमें देने के लिए मजबूर है, देंगे. पूछते हैं कौन? Who is asking? Swami Vivekananda says, this time you are asking for divine, and the Maya offers us a piece of gingerbread, and we are happy. बच्चे को जैसे करते हैं, बच्चे मम्मी को चिल्लाते हैं तो हाथ में कुछ खिलौने दे देते हैं, बस बच्चे खुश हो जाते हैं कि मम्मी का दूसरा काम है. लेकिन जो बच्चा वो खिलौने फेंक कर रोते हैं, उनके पास मम्मी को आना ही पड़ेगा. No way out. The mother has to come to the child if it weeps for the mother alone. उनको उसको डाइवर्ट करने के लिए खिलौने देते हैं, तो कुछ खाने के लिए देते हैं, उसमें राजी हो जाते हैं. जो बच्चा नहीं राजी होते हैं वो फेंक के चिल्लाते रहते हैं. उसको आना ही पड़ेगा. Let us have that intense longing for realization of God. Then the impediments is our anger, our lust, everything will be automatically removed and you'll be surprised. We'll continue this topic further in our next Sunday class, which will be 2 weeks from now. Niranjanam nityam anantarupam bhaktanukampa vigraham vai Ishavataram parameshamidyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Any question? Or else you can write your question and send me over our email. Email number you can kindly connect it from the office, rkml@rkml.org, and we'll be happy to answer any question you ask. And announcement is, our Durga Puja is starting from this weekend. The next Saturday will be the beginning of Durga Puja, 27, 20. Next Sunday we'll have Mahashashti here, Durga Puja going on. So we'll continue up to 2nd. So Sunday after that we'll be continuing our Sunday class in the first week of October. We close now with the chanting of the Lord. Please join with me. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. So एक साथ गाइए. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om Ramakrishna, Hari Om. Thank you.